Welcome back to the Think Strong Network. Today, we're going to talk about something that runs deep, a powerful force that shapes pretty much everything we do, a lot of times without us even knowing it. Yeah, we're talking about the subconscious mind. So let's just jump right in with a huge question. Are people born good or bad? Just take a second and really think about that. Your answer to this is at the heart of everything we're about to unpack today. You know, this explainer is for anyone who's ever felt stuck. Maybe like you're repeating the same patterns over and over, or you just want to get a handle on why you do the things you do. So whether you're a student, maybe dealing with tough stuff at home, or you're currently incarcerated, this is about understanding the blueprint inside your own head so you can start to draw a new one. Okay, so where do we even begin? Let's start with the foundation. What in the world is the subconscious mind, anyway? I want you to imagine that when you were born, your mind was like a blank canvas, totally empty. And then life starts happening. Every single thing, good and bad, is like a splash of paint. But here's the thing you gotta understand. Your subconscious doesn't judge. It has no idea what right or wrong is. It just records whatever it's given. Think of it like a powerful but totally neutral recording device. So if our mind starts out as this blank canvas, how does it get filled up? I mean, what are the things that actually stick and become our programming? It's kind of like a chain reaction, right? Everything we go through gets soaked up by our subconscious, and that starts to shape our core values, what we believe about ourselves. That programming then bubbles up to our conscious mind and forms our attitudes. And what do our attitudes do? They drive our behavior, the choices we make every single day. See, it all starts way down deep. Think about all the stuff you see and hear every single day. It's a ton of information, right? Well, your conscious mind, it just lets most of that go, like a staggering 98% of it. But that other 2%, the stuff that really hits hard, that goes directly into our subconscious programming, and it stays there. So what makes up that little 2% that actually sticks? Well, it's not random. It's the stuff you hear over and over and over again. That's repetition. It's trauma, those big, painful moments that really leave a scar. And it's those super strong emotions, times of major fear or anger or even joy. These are the things that literally write the code in our minds. And when this code gets written, it creates something that the source material for this explainer calls scripts. And these are like the invisible instructions that we just follow every single day. Scripting is really just another word for that deep programming we were talking about. The things you saw and felt and were told as a kid, they created a script for how to act and how to see yourself and the world. For a lot of us, we're just acting out these old scripts without even knowing we have the power to rewrite them. And man, these scripts can pull you in two totally different directions. If your programming was positive, your inner script might sound something like, I'm a good person, or I have skills, people accept me. But if that programming was negative, that script can be just brutal. I'm worthless. I can't do anything right. Life is the pits. These aren't just thoughts, you know? They're deep beliefs that control our actions. So let's just hit pause for a second. Think about your own life. Even if things have been rough, what's one positive belief or message that someone gave you that actually stuck with you? Maybe a coach, a family member, a teacher told you something good about yourself. Drop it in the comments. Let's shine a light on some of those good scripts. Okay, so what if your script feels mostly negative? Are you just stuck with it for life? Absolutely not. This next part is probably the most important part of this whole thing. It's about how you become the editor of your own story. So here's the secret. How do you tell which parts of your script are worth keeping and which ones you need to toss out? You look at the results they're getting you in your life. It's that simple. If a belief leads to pain and problems and failure, we're going to call that an untruth. It's basically a lie you were programmed to believe. But if a belief leads to strength and peace and success, that's a truth. And this is where you get practical. You have to consciously fight back against those lies. When that voice inside your head says, I can't change, you got to talk right back to it and say, wrong, everyone can change. When it tells you, I can't control myself, you have to hit it back with, wrong, I can, and it's my choice. This, right here, is how you start rewriting your script, one line at a time. Now, this is not easy work. It means facing down some beliefs that might have been with you for a long, long time. So for our second question, what's one negative belief, one of those untruths that you've had to battle in your own life? Sharing your story of how you broke through a barrier, well, it could be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Let us know in the comments. All right, this all leads to the final point. And honestly, this is the most powerful part of the whole thing. All this information doesn't mean a thing unless you understand this one fundamental truth. Look, we have to be real here. Life has rules. We don't get to choose the consequences of what we do. You touch a hot stove, you're going to get burned. You break the law, there are consequences. That's just how life works. But, and this is what changes everything, we are always free to choose our actions. That is the one power that no one can ever take away from you. You decide what you do next. You choose if you're going to follow that old negative script or if you're going to start acting out a new one. Your past might have written the first draft of your story, but you are the one holding the pen now. You do not have to let those old words define who you are tomorrow. You get to write the next chapter. The source material puts it this way, and it's just perfect. Regardless of what happened to us, it is our responsibility to take charge of our future. You can make your life whatever you want it to be. And just a quick reminder, all of the concepts and the material that we've gone over today were created by the Educational Highway. So we're going to leave you with this. This is something to say to yourself, to really let it sink in, because it's the one truth that can overwrite any negative script you've ever been handed. I am in charge of my life. I can make of it whatever I choose.